Now, what is the best diet for you now here in the corona pandemic season? Now, we've seen that COVID-19 targets people with a low immunity, people with comorbidities, and the elderly. We can't do so much about elderly because the more you grow, your resistance to fight certain diseases reduces. So, but we can boost our immunity and we can fight the comorbidities. Now, if you are new to this channel, my name is Jacob, and basically on this channel we deal with a lot of health tips. We talk about employment and we talk about jobs basically. So if you are new, just consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on that red button there in the corner. Click a thumbs up if you enjoy my tutorials, and don't hesitate to comment right there in the comment section. Basically, in this video, we are going to look at the best diet for you, which you must have for you to survive in this corona pandemic season. Now, you need to have a diet which is high in vitamins, because vitamins boost your immunity, which is moderate in proteins, which is low in fat, low in sugars, and low in salt for you to survive this season. So basically, there are a number of foods which you must take, which you must have in order to boost your immunity. To boost your immunity, you need to have a diet high in vitamin C, and we know the biggest source of vitamin C is citrus fruits. Fruits like oranges, fruits like lemon, and also pineapple. So basically, you need to have a diet which is very high in fruits. So fruits are very good at providing vitamin C to boost up your immunity. So basically, you need to have around 60 to 90 milligrams of fruits per day in total. That's how we range. So basically, you need to have like a glass of lemon or oranges per day. That is the recommended one to boost your immunity. So there is a reason why lemon is very high on market. Basically here in Yugi you can get it a good lemon at 1,000 shillings. Why? Because everyone is trying to boost their immunity. So that is recommended. So you need to have enough fruits in this season just to boost your immunity. Another vegetable which is recommended for eating, especially in this pandemic, is garlic. Now, garlic is not so common to us, but it's more common in Asians. They know how to mix it in their foods, and it has that good flavor. So basically, it's recommended that you eat at least 300 milligrams of garlic. So those are 2 to 3 cloves of garlic per day. So garlic has a lot of antibacterial and antiviral properties, and it's also very used in fighting off flu and all those cold symptoms. So it's quite a very good vegetable to eat, and it's recommended that it's one of those which can help you boost your immunity in this season. Another spice which is very important for you in this pandemic is ginger. I know ginger might be uncomfortable to some people, but those who love it, it's quite very good. It's one of those which can be used to boost your immunity in this season. It has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties which are very important to boost your immunity. So 3 to 4 grams of ginger per day are recommended. But if you are pregnant, you don't need to exceed 1 gram, because it has been found that it can cause miscarriages in pregnancy. So 3 to 4 cups of tea mixed with ginger is very good, and it will help you boost your immunity in this pandemic. So another thing which is recommended, which you can try out taking in this pandemic, is green tea. Green tea is favored over black tea because it has active antioxidants known as Egcg. Those are very good properties which can boost your immunity. So it's highly favored over black tea, because black tea it kills away those antioxidants. So green tea is more favored than black tea in this season because it has those properties which boost your immunity. So 3 to 4 cups of green tea per day are recommended for you to stand a higher chance of boosting your immunity and the overall fighting the coronavirus. So basically, another thing which you need to avoid in this pandemic is comorbidities. So comorbidities are illnesses which coexist with others. So illnesses like DM and HTN, those are illnesses you need to avoid in this pandemic. So how do you avoid them? You need to avoid them by eating a diet which is low in fat, which has moderate proteins. So basically, with proteins, you opt for plant proteins over animal proteins. You need to eat a diet which is low in salt and low in sugar. So basically, what are you supposed to avoid? You need to avoid processed foods. Yes, processed foods, those are foods which are tinned, they are very high in sugar. You need to avoid fast foods. Those are also not very good because they can predispose you to comorbidities. Foods like pizzas, those fried eggs, all those quick fried foods on market, you need to avoid them. You need to avoid a diet which is very high in sugars. So basically you need to avoid soft drinks. Soft drinks have a lot of sugar. Things like sodas, all those things have a lot of sugar. You need to avoid them a lot. Those are things you need to avoid in this pandemic if you are to survive the coronavirus. You need to avoid all foods which can lead you to getting the comorbidity. So that's a few tips about diet which you need to eat, all the foods you need to eat in this pandemic if you are to survive the coronavirus. Overall, you need to have boost your immunity, avoid comorbidities by eating a low saturated fat diet, avoid a lot of salt, avoid the diets which are high in sugars, and opt for plant proteins over animal proteins. So basically, those are the things you need to have if you are to survive the coronavirus in this pandemic. So just make a comment right there in the comment section. Which are your foods which you think you can opt for in this pandemic, and we shall continue discussing about them.